Good evening, class. Today we are going to discuss about the Mutator method and the Accessor method. These are the very important methods in Java. Basically, in the starting of the OOPs, we have to know about these methods. Sometimes these methods are also being represented as the setter method and the getter method. I don't know, but sometimes the students or the people generally refers it like the mutator method, and this is being oftenly represented as the setter method, and the another one is accessor method, which is generally represented as the getter method. Normally, we represent these mutator method as, we can represent it like set xxx method, and to this getter method we can represent it like get xxx method, where the set xxx method and the get xxx method, inside this you might be thinking about like what xxx means. So it is nothing. Basically, the mutator method is generally used to set some values to a variable, and the getter method or the accessor method is generally used to get the values from the variables. Whatever the values has been assigned to a particular variable, we can get that value from that variable. I hope you guys have understood about this, the mutator method and the accessor method. What is the functioning of the mutator method and what is the functioning of the accessor method? What they do, I have already told you. Now we can go through with an example, and there will be a bit of clarity will come, like how they are going to work and how we can use these methods. So let's check. I am going to create a class, and the class name is mutator and accessor. Why I have taken this class as a mutator accessor? Because I am going to show you the example. I am going to show you the working of mutator methods and the accessor methods both in this single example. So I have taken this class name as mutator underscore accessor. You can take whatever the class name, that is up to you. Here I have taken mutator underscore accessor class, right? So now I am going to take one variable, that is private string name. Second, I am going to take private string password. Now we want to assign a particular name and a particular password to these variables which is name and password. So for this I am going to declare a method. Method will be public void set name, and inside this I am going to take a local variable that will be a string u or a string name 1. A string name 1. Now here I am going to assign the value name is equal to name 1. Why have I done this? Because when we are going to compile this program and when we are going to run this program, the compiler or the JVM will look forward to have this value. This is a name 1, and whatever the value we are going to assign, this name 1 value will be assigned to this name variable. Now I am going to create one more method, public void set password pwd. Inside this string pwd1. Now pwd is equal to pwd1. Again password with password1, this is the value, and this password1 value will be assigned to pwd. Actually this is this public void set name. This set name method is the only method which is being represented as the mutator method, a method to which we are going to assign this value name 1. So name 1 value will be assigned to name. Both of them are the variables, but this name 1 is the variable which is a local variable, and this name is a instance variable or a global variable or a class level variable. Now again we are going to define the getter method or the accessor method. So for the getter method or accessor method, we are going to define the method name first. Now public void get name, this is the method, and to this method we are going to return name, and on the other hand the another method we are going to provide public void get password. Now inside this return password. So our first class has been completed. In the same file I am going to make another class. The class will be class test, and what was the name of our file? The name was Mutator Accessor. So I am going to test this class, test mutator underscore accessor. Inside this I'm going to provide the main function public static void main function, and inside this string args. Inside this we are going to create one reference variable or the object for the above class. Our class was mutator underscore accessor, so we are going to create an object mutator underscore accessor. I have taken its name MA is equal to new keyword, again mutator underscore accessor constructor. From here onwards a reference variable will be created named MA for this class mutator underscore accessor. Now we want to assign a value to those variables. Those were name and PWD. So for them what will we do? We will do MA dot and we will use that setter method. Our setter method name was set name. So I am going to take this one, set name, and inside this I am going to provide one value. The value will be check grabbits, and inside this another setter method was that MA dot set PWD. Inside this I am going to provide one password 1 2 3 4 5. This is our password. Now we want to print. Look, both of these methods, the set name and the set password, these methods are going to assign this value take grabbits, and the password value was 1 2 3 4. These values will be assigned to this variable, this one name. Actually this name 1 is the variable having the value take grabbits, and this take grabbits value is going to be assigned to this name variable, and the 1 2 3 4 5 which was our password, that password is going to assign to this PWD. Now we want to check whether the value has been assigned or not. We want to get that. To get that particular values we can use the accessor method, and to use the accessor method what I am going to do here, I am going to print those values like system dot out dot println, and inside this MA the reference variable dot get name function. This was our new accessor method, and system dot out dot println, again we are going to use the reference variable MA dot get PWD method. Now we would like to check whether our code is correct or not. So for this we have to compile this program. First I am going to save this, save dot java test underscore mutator underscore accessor dot java. The file name is being saved in a polytech folder inside E drive. Now we are all going to open this command prompt. Now a Java C tool is used to compile a Java file. So we have our file, we are going to run this. To compile this Java C space, the file name I'm going to pasting it, test underscore mutator underscore accessor dot java. That was the name of our file. Compiling. One problem is there, I think it's on line number 30, semicolon should be expected. I haven't put the semicolon in the line number 30. Here is the line number 30. Look, mutator accessor ma is equal to new mutator underscore accessor. Here should be one semicolon. I have put it that. Saving again, going back to our command prompt. I'm going to make it cls, and after this again I'm going to compiling this. I have compiled. Again one problem has been come. What is the value? The value is name and pwd. Why is this happening? Okay, so the thing is, look in the getter method or in our accessor method, what have I done? I have used this void, and our accessor method will never ever going to have the return type. Because why? Because our output is going to become in the form of a string. So I have made it a string rather than void. That was done by this string. Okay, so now saving again, going to the command prompt cls. Now compiling again. It has been successfully compiled. Look, we can check it here whether our file has been completely compiled or not. If our file is compiled successfully, then it's going to have definitely a dot class file. So we must check then. I'm going back to my computer, inside this E drive, inside this polytech folder, and inside the polytech folder there will be a test underscore mutator accessor. Where is it? Look, this one. This is the file. Test underscore mutator underscore accessor dot java dot bak. No, this is not this one. This is our file. Test underscore mutator underscore accessor dot class. This is our file name. So this has been created successfully. It means our file has been compiled successfully. Now I am going to run that particular file. So a tool is being used, that is Java tool space the class name of our main class, and the name was test underscore mutator underscore accessor. This was the name of our class. So we are going to see whether the value has been assigned to it through the mutator method, and after that we want to get the value which has been assigned to the mutator, which has been assigned to the variable by the mutator method, and now we want to get the value using the accessor method. I am going to run it. Enter. Look, this is the value. This was the name, and this was 1 2 3 4 5. This was the password. So we have already set the value, and also we have printed the value. We have get the value. using the accessor method. I hope this video is going to be helpful for you.